So welcome back. So I have a pretty interesting one for you today. But first, let me give you an update on the deck. So I got quite a bit done yesterday. I got the stairs done. All in the front here. So I finally finished the decking boards up against the house. It actually took longer than what I expected. I had to take a whole roll of siding off the house to get the flashing up inside there and then get it all back together. The front fascia board here all prime and painted. My wife did it. She actually did a great job. Saved me some time, I guess. She wanted to help out. So I got to measure up and go get some lattice work to finish that off. Bring the wife down to take a look at some railing to see what kind of railing she likes. And then I'll be getting going on that. Definitely getting there. Probably a couple more days and should be close to being finished. We're going to add some shutters to the windows here to match the front of the house. I'm going to take this this magnet screen thing that I bought for the door. We're going to take that thing off and put an actual screen door on there as well. Coming along, and I'll keep you guys posted as I finish the deck. Enough about the deck project. Let's get back to the video, huh? Oh yeah, one more thing that's pretty exciting. I mentioned a few videos back that I was looking for a couple of bit and braces, and someone left these in front of my shed. Can you imagine that? No note or anything. I don't know who would have dropped those off. It's got to be someone that I know. And just want to say a huge thank you for whoever did that. That was very nice of you guys. I haven't had a chance to really look at them yet, but once I have the chance, I'll take a look at them and I'll clean them all up. And I'm super psyched to have them. Thank you. Alright, enough of all this other stuff. Let me get back to you what I wanted to share with you guys. Gotta clean the mower deck. I have a big issue with Kubota, and it drives me nuts. I know you have heard me in the past talk about how much I hate taking on and off the mower deck, but that's not my biggest beef with Kubota. I'll show you what it is. So I'm underneath the tractor, and it's always good to take a look around and see if you see anything loose, anything hanging, but that's not the reason why I brought you down here. Brought you down here because of that. That little bugger there is the HST fan. And I heard so many people breaking those things. And I guess it's a nightmare to change. Let's get into that in a little bit. I guess if you get a stick or something up there that cracked your, or broke one of the fins off the HST fan, I was told that you would almost have to take the whole machine in half to replace it. So I actually had a friend that it happened to him. I think he had his tractor for 2 summers, and he cleared out a bunch of trees, and he was pushing all the brush piles around, and I guess he got a stick jammed up there and broke off one of his fins. As the story goes, I only know little bits and parts of it, but he was planning on repairing it himself. He actually went out and bought the fan, which I think the fan is like $8-9 or $10 or something. It's not that expensive. So he bought the parts to repair it, and as he was down at the dealership where he bought his Kubota, he was asking a few questions about, I think, on replacing it, you know, a few tips or something. And the parts guy asked him, you know, basically what he was doing, and then he talked to the service guy there at the Kubota dealership, and he asked the buddy of mine that if he had a insurance on his Kubota. Turns out he did have insurance on his Kubota, and I think he only had to pay the deductible. I think it was $250 or $500 or something like that, and Kubota dealership took care of replacing his SHT fan. My biggest fear is I push a lot of brush piles around and all that stuff, so man, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't know all the details, what he ended up having to do. I know he got a price from Kubota, and it was like well over $1,000 to replace it. So that's why he decided that he was just going to replace it himself. But then, luckily, he ended up talking to a couple people at Kubota, and because he had the extended warranty or insurance or something like that on there, the insurance or the extended warranty or whatever, which one, covered the installation of the new fan. I guess he just had to pay a deductible. So I picked up one of these skid pans. So when I'm using the tractor without the MidMount Mower, the skid pan definitely goes on. Even though that the Kubota put a little tiny skid pan thing or some type of protection for the SHT fan, it still doesn't cover it very well. This is an aftermarket part. I got it online. You have to mount some bolts on your tractor on either side of the frame. There's already holes for it. You just bolt it on. These slide up over the bolts, and then your lift arms for your mower deck. The pin goes through here on either side, and then you just raise it up. Just raise it up, and this whole thing protects the whole belly of your. So that thing protects the whole underbelly of your tractor. It protects all your electrical underneath there. It protects your fuel filters. I highly recommend getting one of those things if you're not gonna have a mid-mount mower on, or if you don't even have a mid-mount mower and you're driving around with just the tractor. What they give you from the factory, it's not enough protection. So I guess breaking your SHT fan is not uncommon. I guess quite a few people have done it. At the Kubota dealership last summer, and I was telling the parts guy about my friend. So the customer behind me said that he broke his HST fan as well, but he didn't go through all that work to replace it. He said there's enough movement in the drive shaft, or whatever you call it, that when you pull it apart, because there's 4 bolts that hold the fan into place, he just split the fan in half. He actually cut the fan in half and then mounted it up there and bolted it back on. Looking at it right now, I don't know how that is possible, but he said he did it. Who knows? So that's my biggest beef with Kubota, is their HST fan, and I heard so many people breaking theirs, and it scares the living daylights out of me if I ever broke mine. But with having the belly pan on there, I'm hoping to I'll never have that issue. So thanks for watching my crazy videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.